Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel after a long time. So the topic which we will be discussing today is cyst of orofacial region. This topic is taken from BDS third year subject oral pathology. So before moving ahead with the individual cysts, we will just discuss the introduction of this in this class. So what actually do we mean by cyst? We have heard this term like so many times, but do we actually know the meaning of this? Cyst is basically a pathological cavity. We know pathological means something which is not normal, right? So cyst is a pathological cavity which may contain fluid or semi-fluid or gaseous substance which may or may not be lined by an epithelium. It is not necessary that cyst may always be lined by an epithelium. There may be epithelium or there may not be an epithelium. Okay. If a particular cyst has epithelium, we term it as a true cyst. Whereas if a particular cyst do not have an epithelium, we categorize it under the pseudocyst. Pseudo का खुद का ही मतलब होता है false और झूठा. So pseudocyst actually lacks epithelium. So let's move ahead further with the classification of cyst. As such, there are so many classification of cysts, but here I have just listed the important ones. First is based on the site, whether the cyst is located within the bone or if it is located outside the bone. So if the cyst is located within the bone, then it is called intraosseous cyst, that means within the bone, or the central variety. And if the cyst is located extra-osseously, means outside the bone, it is known as peripheral or the soft tissue cysts. For example, the example of soft tissue or a peripheral cyst you all must be knowing is nasoalveolar or nasolabial cyst. We will study each of them in detail later. The second category is based on the type of epithelium, whether a particular cyst is odontogenic or non-odontogenic. Now what do we mean by odontogenic or non-odontogenic? Odontogenic means the cysts which is basically derived from or formed from the tissues that are involved in the process of odontogenesis. Odontogenesis means the development of tooth, right? So all the cysts which are formed from the tissues that are involved in the tooth development, we categorize them under the odontogenic cyst. And the vice versa, the other category is non-odontogenic cyst, like the cysts which are not derived from the tissues that are involved in the tooth development. The third variety is based on the stimulus, whether the cyst is developmental or the inflammatory. The example of inflammatory is radicular cyst, again which we will discuss later in detail. Now moving ahead with the source of cyst. This is very important topic. We should know कि एक particular cyst जो है वो कौन सी जगह से originate हो रही है, वो कहाँ से आ रही है, उसका source क्या है. For example, the dentagerous cyst and the eruption cyst, they both originate or they both arise from the reduced enamel epithelium. Okay, we can remember it as DE. So for reduced enamel epithelium, you remember D and E, dentagerous and eruption cyst. The second is Hertwig epithelial root sheath, HERS. Epithelial cell rest of Malassez is the name which we give to the remnants of Hertwig epithelial root sheath, which we all are aware of. So the radicular cyst and the residual cyst, they both arise from HERS, Hertwig epithelial root sheath. Now third category, these all cysts, OKC, lateral periodontal cyst, gingival cyst of newborn, gingival cyst of adult and glandular odontogenic cyst, they all arise from the dental lamina or the cell rest of Serres. The cell rest of Serres is actually another name for the remnants of the dental lamina. And the last is primordial cyst. Primordial cyst originates from the whole tooth germ, the entire tooth germ. So guys, that was all for today's introduction video. We will meet soon in the upcoming videos. Until then, take care and please don't forget to like, share and comment down. Thank you so much for watching.